How much are agents really making from selling IUL policies? Let's uncover the truth about those commissions. If this is your first time here, hello, I'm Gilbert, and I educate and help people make better decisions about life insurance, annuities, and other financial products. So if you want to learn more, start now by subscribing. Index Universal Life, or IUL, is a financial product that combines the benefits of a life insurance with the opportunity for wealth accumulation. If this is your first time hearing about IUL, check out my video here or in the description below to learn more. IUL is not like a savings or checking account where it doesn't really matter who sets it up. The agent who sets up an IUL influences the policy's expenses and ultimately the commissions they earn based on how the policy is designed. Doesn't that sound like a conflict of interest, that an agent can influence their commission amount? This means a lot of integrity needs to come into play. An agent must not only be knowledgeable about the product, but also willing to do the right thing without focusing on commissions. As a consumer, you cannot just hope that an agent does the right thing. You need to know what to look out for. To understand how agents are compensated, we first need to know the structure of the insurance business. Very few insurance companies contract directly with agents. Most of the time, there is a middleman between an agent and the insurance company. The middleman may be an insurance marketing organization, IMO, or a field marketing organization, FMO. Without worrying too much about the differences between these two, these organizations determine what percent of the target premium will be paid out as commission to an agent. We will revisit the term target premium later in this video because it is crucial for understanding agents' commissions. Some organizations or middlemen provide many resources for agents, like a website, business cards, weekly trainings, you name it, which is helpful if you are new. As a result, they usually start new agents at a much lower compensation percentage. As an agent sells more policies, they are promoted and their percentage increases accordingly. Other organizations cater more to experienced agents who need little to no help and therefore pay higher percentages up to 100% of the target premium. The first year commission consists of two parts. One, a percentage of the target premium, which can be between 30% to 100%. Two, a fixed percentage of any money contributed above the target premium, usually 1 to 3% depending on the insurance company. Let's look at some numbers to make sure you understand. Suppose I set up a policy with a target premium of $2,000 and the client contributes $10,000 in the first year. Let's also assume I am compensated at 100% of the target premium and 2.5% on any extra above the target premium. So we will have 100% of $2,000 plus 2.5% of the money above the target premium, which is $8,000 in this example. That makes it $2,200. I hope that makes sense. The first year commission represents the bulk of an agent's commission. Then there are also renewal commissions. After the first year, agents usually receive a smaller ongoing commission for each year the policy remains active, typically up to year 10. Renewal commissions generally range from 1% to 3% of the annual premium. This means an agent is compensated based on only the new money paid into the policy each year, not on the overall cash value. This is very different from how investments like mutual funds work, where they charge on the total balance each year. IUL commissions are only based on the money you put in the policy each year. Following the previous example, for the same $10,000 a year premium or contribution, an agent will earn $250 as the renewal commission, which is 2.5% of the $10,000 contribution in that year. Now comes the most interesting part, the target premium. When you want to buy an IUL, an agent will typically show you an illustration or a projection of the policy's growth. In this illustration, you will find the target premium. It's easier to find the target premium with certain companies than others. For example, with this company, it's clearly spelled out here. In this other company, the target premium is marked T at the bottom of the pages. You can think of the target premium as the amount used to calculate an agent's commission. It's not uncommon for some insurance companies to go above 100% of the target premium, although 100% is typical. So based on the target premium of the policy, the middle organization then pays out the agents based on their specific percentage level. For example, if two agents each sold a policy with a target premium of $1,000, but agent A is compensated at 40% and agent B at 80%, agent A gets $400 whilst agent B gets $800. It's the same policy, the only difference is their compensation percentage. So now that you know the commission is based on the target premium, let me show you how an agent focusing on commissions can make choices that increase the target premium. So we have a 35-year-old male, best health rating, who has decided to contribute $10,000 a year for 20 years. Now, one of the options we have as agents is the death benefit option. And in this first example, we are looking at a level death benefit option. So if we look on the right-hand side here, we have the target premium. This is what we've been talking about throughout this video. And we can see that the target premium is over $10,000 here. So think about it. You are paying $10,000 a year into the policy, and the target premium is over $10,000, which means the insurance company is going to pay over $10,000 to the middleman that is going to compensate the agent. That means insurance company actually have to come out of pocket to pay this commission out. And the thing is that the insurance company will recoup all these costs from your policy. You are going to end up paying all these expenses being paid out as commission. So right away we can see this is not really a good design. Let's look at some of the numbers here. So if we pay attention to the numbers here, we are paying in $10,000. The commission paid out is over $10,000. It's no surprise that the first 2 years you have no cash value because the expenses in this policy is too high. Should something happen to you the first 2 years, you've put in $20,000 into this policy, you are not able to borrow. Let's look at the expenses. Now, I know there are a lot of columns out here and might be a little intimidating, but I want us to focus mainly on the per unit charge column in this video. In the next video, I'm going to do a deep dive of all the columns out here and even expenses in IUL products as well. So I want you to look out for that next video. But in this video, we are looking at the per unit charge column only. We can see that it's almost $2,000 here. The per unit charge covers the commissions being recouped as well as any other expenses the insurance company incurred to put this policy in force. Almost $2,000, quite high, and it's being recouped for 15 years. We can tell from the numbers here that this is not so great a design. Level death benefit doesn't really work well, especially if your goal is for maximum cash value. Let's go to option number 2, which is increasing death benefit. Option number 2 is increasing death benefit. So we switch to increasing death benefit here. Right away, you can see that the target premium has dropped from over $10,000 to just a little over $3,000. Isn't that crazy? Just one change, we have dropped the commission from over $10,000 to just over $3,000. It shows you how the choices that an agent can make can affect the commissions they receive. So now let's look at the numbers. Still the same amount, $10,000 for 20 years. In the first year, we are seeing some money up front. So way better than the level death benefit. And we can also see the same target premium we are seeing here, just a little over $3,000. Now let's go to the expense page and see what we have there. If we look at the expenses here, everything looks almost the same, but we can see that the per unit charge has dropped. Why has it dropped? Because the commission that the agent is receiving has reduced. We went from over $10,000 down to just over $3,000. The cost in the product, most of the time you hear people, IUL is expensive, the cost is so much. A lot of it depends on who sets up the policy. There is a certain level of freedom where we can reduce the commissions, but most agents don't do that. And that is the problem that we have. So let's keep going. This is the second design, way better than the first design. Let's look at the third option. Now, the third option is also increasing death benefit, but we are all going to add the term rider here. So you can see we have a term rider here. Right now, for the second option, it's set to none. With the third option, we're going to blend in term insurance. Now, some people will say, why are we blending in term insurance? See, the term insurance does not pay commission. It doesn't pay commission to an agent. So that will help us to further reduce the cost in this product as low as possible. So let me show you what I mean by that. If we look at this current design, which is still the second design, we've not gone to the third yet, bear with me for a second, but you can see that if we look at the initial total death benefit here, it's 186, a little over 186,000 here. Okay, so that means that the commission is calculated based on this total amount, almost 187,000 here. But what we are trying to do with the third design is we are going to blend in term insurance here, and now we're only going to put just $100,000 in the base, and then whatever is left out there as term insurance. So what we are doing here is this: we are splitting up the death benefit into what we call the base insurance and then the supplemental term insurance, or the blended term insurance. The insurance company calculates commission on only the base insurance. This base insurance of $100,000 here is what the insurance company is going to calculate the commission on. So once we split this out, you can see that the target premium has now dropped from over $3,000 to just over $1,700. Isn't that crazy? We've gone all the way from over $10,000 to under $2,000. And let's look at the numbers here. So same thing, you're able to contribute $10,000 a year into the policy, but now you are able to have more money upfront in your policy. If something were to happen, you have some money that you are able to borrow from. It's safe and it allows you some flexibility as far as your finances are concerned. Now let's look at the expense page and see what changed here. So we come to the expense page, and if you look at the per unit charge, it has also dropped from almost $900 to just $478. That means the commission has even gone down further to as low as we would allow. This is how you want your policy to be designed if your goal is maximum cash value. We want to shrink the expenses as much as possible, leaving more money in the policy for growth. Now, one more thing I want to show you, very, very important. Assuming you said, for whatever reason, I want $1 million in total death benefit. Let's look at the difference here. So here you can see that I can add 900,000 here plus this 100,000 base, giving you a total of $1 million. But my commission remains the same. And why is that? It's because the commission is calculated based on only the base insurance, which is 100,000 in this case. So the 100,000 base that we have here is the same. Whether you want 100,000 death benefit, 500,000 death benefit, 1 million death benefit, my commission remains the same, which is the lowest this product allows, $100,000 here. It remains the same. But assuming that we do not have blended term insurance, and I put the full $1 million here, guess what my commission is going to be? Over $17,000. Is that not crazy? Over $17,000 in commission. And guess what? You are paying $10,000 into the policy. So first year you set up the policy and you are paying $10,000 in, but insurance company has paid out $17,000. Where is the extra money coming from? It means the insurance company has to come out of pocket to pay the commission upfront, and means that you will be left with the expenses that come later. And as you put more money into the policy because the expenses are so high. The policy doesn't really perform well because very little money is left in the policy to grow after all these expenses come out. So now you know the truth about IUL commissions and how they can influence the design of your policy. Remember, it's essential you work with an agent who prioritizes your best interest over their commissions. You should seek a second opinion if possible. In the next video, we will break down the expenses associated with IUL policies. Let me know what other topic you'd like me to cover in future videos in the comment sections. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.